This video is brought to you by Magic Mind. Hey, what's up? My name's Lucas. I am a photographer and filmmaker based out of West Michigan. Welcome to my channel. I've been a photographer and filmmaker for over a decade, working with it at some capacity to make money. I would say about 5 years into my career, I came to this realization that I'm not really an artist. I mean, I'm using my camera to do artistic things, but I'm really just using it to create stuff for clients and take pretty pictures of things, but there's no real artistry in it. And I really had to work through what it meant to be an artist. So in this video, I'm going to dive into what I think it means to be an artist and what I think it takes to be an artist. I'd love for this to just be an open dialogue about what it means to be an artist. So what's it mean to be an artist to you? Comment that down below and I will respond to every single comment. To really describe what I'm trying to talk about, I needed to tell a story. That story is of my great-grandpa, Willem Vanderlinde. Great-grandpa Willem was my grandpa that lived in the Netherlands and moved to America. But while he was still living in the Netherlands, he worked as a house painter. There's nothing inherently creative about being a house painter. I mean, you need to have good technique. You need to understand how to do how color works and how it works with different light, but there's nothing inherently creative about that. I know that my great-grandpa Willem had a drive and had this need to create art, because even though he couldn't afford to buy painting supplies, art supplies to paint pictures and paint paintings, he took the leftover paint from the jobs that he would do, the little scraps of paint left behind, and he made beautiful paintings with it. And what I love about that story is it shows a couple things. One, it shows that when you are an artist, when you have a story to tell, you're going to figure out any way to get it out, to tell that story, to put that from your mind out into the world. And I think that it also proves that circumstances shouldn't hold you back from creating what you want to create. I guess it shows a third thing, that art's going to cost you something. I actually have one of my great-grandpa's original paintings, and when I look at it, it helps inspire me to know that not only am I joining a legacy of artists, that Vanderlindes very much so have been artists for generations, and that is something that I'm proud of and want to step into and lean into, but also that we're hardworking and that we are going to do whatever it takes to do what we need to do. And so in the spirit of great-grandpa Willem, I think that is what it takes to be an artist. It doesn't matter how much money you make from that art. What matters is that you're telling a story. And you know what? I might actually be totally looking way too far into great-grandpa's paintings. He might have just been finding a way to pass the time, because there wasn't any internet, there wasn't YouTube or TikTok or any of those fun things to distract us on a daily basis. And he might have just been finding a way to spend his free time. And honestly, aren't we all? Aren't we all just looking for a way to escape and to spend our time that we have on this earth? And I think that one of the best ways that you can spend it is by creating art, by telling stories, and by sharing those with people around you and letting them interpret it. I love that story. It's so inspiring to me. And I think that when I was struggling through what it meant to be an artist, the reason that I had trouble with that is because I was so commercial driven. I was so money driven by it, because it was my job. It is my job. I needed to make a living. And so everything that I photographed kind of it reached a maximum level of emotion. And now I feel like I'm swinging that pendulum in another direction, where I'm only looking for the emotion, because I have a full-time job working with in photo and video, And that's all taken care of. And now I can really focus on what are the stories that I want to tell? What are the stories that are uniquely me? And so one of the things that that means is because I have a full-time job, because I have a family that I don't want to miss time out on, I get up at 5 a.m. and I film these videos. I mean, it's 6:20 right now, and I've been up working on this video since 5. And that costs something. One of the things that actually really helps in that process for me is Magic Mind. Magic Mind sent me a few shots to try. Magic Mind is a mental health performance shot that is 100% safe, made by doctors, and it's got a cumulative effect where over time you will start seeing the benefits more and more and more. And so they have a 7-day challenge that after 7 days, for me, I was a lot more eager to wake up in the morning and then get started and going. It's subtly sweet, but it tastes so good, and it really gets you going in the morning. So give Magic Mind a test. I personally have noticed that I'm a lot clearer in the morning while I wake up and I get started with these videos, with the work that I'm working on, and it really helps me to focus while I'm getting stuff done. Thank you to Magic Mind for sponsoring this video. Go check out Magic Mind down below with the link below. Use my discount code Lucas20 to get 48% off of your subscription of Magic Mind or 20% off of a one-time purchase. So I think for me, what was missing was the not the cost, because I was paying for my art. I mean, at the peak of my career, or peak of my career in my mind at this point, I had my own studio, downtown Grand Haven. I was working with a bunch of clients. I had all of the retainer clients, and but it was all commercial stuff, and I was just burning myself out. But now I feel like I'm at a spot where I can create stuff to create, and I'm really trying to tell stories in what I am communicating. And so I think that's the big thing that separates like a photographer from an artist, and I think it's the subject and the stories that you're telling. And this is by no means like I'm I'm talking down on commercial photographers. I love commercial photography. I think product photography is one of the most fun things that you can do, working with light and adjusting light and using it to create really unique, impactful things. But there is a difference between commercial photography and art, and for a long time I got lost in that. So I think the spirit of this video is go out and create something at any means necessary. I've been thinking a lot about my great-grandpa Willem, and the world that he grew up in was so different than the world that we're in today. But one thing really remained true, and that was artistry and creative expression, and using that to display different periods that we are in. And so for my great-grandpa Willem, he'd use that through landscapes and painting landscapes. And for me, I do that in street photography, in my community, photographing my family, and other avenues of landscapes and travel, whatever that may be. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and check out Magic Mind down below. Give a 7-day challenge a try. Let me know how it goes in the comments. I'm always here to respond to comments or questions. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't been subscribed, please subscribe. Like 80% of you who watch these videos aren't subscribed, so it really does make a huge difference if you click that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And I will see you in the next video.